Welcome back. Today, we're really digging into something crucial, specifically for property, conveyancing, and real estate leaders in South Africa, video podcasts.
Yeah,
And why your firm really needs to be thinking about this.
absolutely. It's all about taking that expertise you use every single day, walking first-time buyers through things, explaining transfer costs, the deeds office process,
Hmm.
and turning it into, well, a powerful engine for building trust.
Right. So our aim here is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Show you how podcasts can educate the public, yes, but also attract much better informed clients and really open up new opportunities right across your pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the first big question leaders like you might ask is, why? Why should this specific industry invest in a video podcast right now?
Yeah, it's a fair question. And the data we're seeing globally is, well, it's compelling. There's this huge shift towards video. I mean, YouTube reports over 1 billion monthly podcast viewers. That's massive.
1 billion. Wow.
Yeah.
But bring it home to South Africa.
Yeah.
We're mobile first, social first, right? You've got, what, 26 million social media users here. So video podcasts, they're incredibly discoverable, incredibly shareable in this market.
Okay.
And the people listening, or rather watching,
Mm-hmm.
studies show South African listeners are generally young, employed, they're action-oriented, they actually engage with brands they follow.
So if you're not there.
If your leadership voice, your educational content, isn't in that watchable long-form format, you genuinely risk, well, invisibility. It's about being seen where people actually are.
That invisibility risk.
Mhm.
That's quite stark. So connecting that idea then, how does a consistent video podcast help build that deeper trust and thought leadership specifically in the SA property world?
Right. Well, podcasts, especially video ones, offer this unique depth. You can really unpack complex topics, which is, let's face it, essential in property and conveyancing.
It builds familiarity over time. People see your face, hear your voice consistently. That builds trust. And, here in South Africa, we have such a strong culture of radio, of talk formats. Podcasts feel kind of familiar, but with that crucial on-demand control, people watch when they want.
Like radio, but better controlled.
Exactly. And it aligns perfectly with, say, corporate education, professional learning. Plus, you're seeing institutional backing grow, Telcom Radio Awards, the SA Podcast Awards. It's becoming a really legitimate platform.
Okay, so it's strategically sound. Let's get practical then.
Yeah.
What does this actually mean for a firm? How does this translate into, tangible benefits for their specific services? Conveyancing, sales, the lot.
This is where it gets really efficient. Think about this concept. Build once, repurpose many times, and own your platform.
Okay.
So you record one really good in-depth video podcast, let's say talking about common pitfalls for first-time buyers. Now you can break that down, atomize it into so many other assets, snippets for social media, audiograms, key points for a newsletter, maybe a blog post.
Right. Multiple uses from one recording.
Exactly. It creates this continuous stream of content that fuels your inbound leads, your client pipeline. You're basically turning your everyday know-how into this evergreen library.
And you mentioned it's not just for a niche.
No, absolutely not. Property guidance, legal help. Who doesn't need that at some point? Young, old, employed, unemployed. It cuts across demographics. This whole approach really differentiates your brand. It positions you as the go-to expert, attracts new clients, reassures investors, engages the community. It leads to real results, new relationships, meetings, actual instructions.
That makes a lot of sense. So what kind of topics are we talking about? Can you give some concrete South African examples?
Oh, definitely. Imagine episodes on, say, guiding first-time buyers through transfer duty, explaining the costs, the exemptions clearly. That's huge.
Yeah, always a confusing point.
Or what about demystifying deeds office delays? Explaining common causes, offering solutions, or managing expectations. You could tackle the legal side of squatting the risks, the processes for owners, for municipalities, or those very specific first-time buyer pitfalls in the SA market.
Really practical, needed information.
Precisely. These are high-demand topics. Providing clear, authoritative answers, that builds immediate trust and makes your firm indispensable.
It sounds incredibly valuable, but let's be realistic. Leaders in this sector are exceptionally busy people.
Yeah.
What about the workload? Is there professional support available to actually make this happen smoothly?
Yes, absolutely, and that's crucial. Professional partners offer essentially a turnkey solution, end-to-end. Think studio or remote production setup, professional editing, making it look and sound great, a proper distribution strategy, even performance marketing to actually grow your audience.
So the firm focuses just on the content.
Exactly. You focus purely on sharing your expertise. Leave the technical stuff, the marketing grunt work to the pros. We've seen this model work incredibly well in other complex sectors. Here in a look at major banks or healthcare leaders like Discovery using podcasts for education. It's a proven blueprint for the property sector, too.
Okay, that's reassuring. So for a leader listening to this, thinking about taking that step, what's next? How do they visualize this? Imagine it. You're launching your first deep dive. Maybe you're discussing, I don't know, the future of property development in post-apartheid cities, or really unpacking the complexities of the PIE Act. You're not just talking to a handful of clients anymore. You're building this permanent, valuable resource for potentially thousands, solidifying your firm's position as that essential guide.
And ultimately, look, this isn't just about launching another marketing channel. It's more fundamental. It's about changing how your firm earns attention, how it codifies its unique insights, and how it builds a real engaged community around its expertise. It's really an investment in future-proofing your firm through trust and knowledge.
That's why South African property, conveyancing, and real estate services really should see video podcasting not as some side project, but as a core growth engine for trust, awareness, and genuine engagement.
This insight was brought to you by Tim Africa. We specialize in end-to-end podcast and video podcast production, performance marketing, and distribution, specifically tailored for South African industry leaders like you.
Till pitches, here we go. Ideas fast, project flow. Catch the vibe, catch the spark. Light it up, ignite the dark. Till pitches, with a bigger media switches. Podcasters, trends over marketing riches. Plug it in, turn it loud. Build your brand, make it proud. Pitch it high, pitch it sweet. Performance game, can't be beat. Take pictures with a big idea switches.